Hello, everyone, and a big warm welcome to Mindfulness with Kelly. If you're new, I'm so happy to have you. And if you're a loyal regular, I'm so happy to have you back. Today, I'm going to talk about the Four Noble Truths. And then we're going to do a body scan meditation, which is exploring the feelings or the sensations within the body. And from a Buddhist perspective, we call that Vedana, or the feeling without thought. So before the Buddha was enlightened, he discovered the Four Noble Truths, or the truths of our reality. And the four truths are a conceptual framework that appear in the Pali Canon, or the early Sanskrit Buddhist teachings. And it's one of the most profound and the most important Buddhist teaching, which we always come back to, because the framework is so vast and it is incredibly profound. So the first noble truth that the Buddha discovered was that the Sanskrit word is the dukkha. And basically, dukkha is unsatisfactoriness, or it's suffering, and it's an innate character in the realm of samsara. And basically, samsara is just the cyclical cycle of birth and death. And in that context, it's just that, there will always be suffering, and it's just the rise and the fall of that suffering. And it is felt within the body, like I said before, and it's felt in the terms of Vedana. And Vedana is put simply as neutral, positive feelings and negative feelings. So there's positive, negative, and neutral feelings within the body. And that's taking away thought from the feelings and the physical sensations of pleasant, unpleasant, neutral. The second one is samudaya, which is the origin of suffering, or understanding why suffering arises. And suffering in our lives tend to arise from craving, from desire, from sensory pleasure, from attachment. And that creates the suffering to be there, or the unsatisfactoriness to be there. The third one is nirodha, and that's basically the end of suffering, or the cessation of suffering. And that's with suffering or dukkha. It can be gained by the renouncement of letting go to the attachment, or letting go to the craving or the sensory desire, and turning towards it, and understanding the feelings of. It could be fear, it could be guilt, it could be sadness, it could be any range of emotion, but it's about turning towards that in its primary stage and feeling it within the body. And that allows the suffering to be felt, and not pushing that sensation away. It's taking it wholeheartedly and bringing it closer to you. And the fourth one is magga, and it's the path leading to the renouncement of all suffering via the eightfold path. And put simply, it's confining our automatic responses to sensory contact, and by restraining oneself with cultivating discipline and wholesome states. And you could also practice meditation in order to have wise attention within your life and having greater awareness. So they're the four noble truths. So the first one, I'll just recap a little bit. So the first one is, there will always be unsatisfactoriness or dukkha within our life. The second one is exploring why it has arisen. And that can be through sensory pleasure, it can be through attachment, it can be through desire. The third one is then turning towards that suffering and exploring it within the body, or exploring it for what it is. And it's about just letting go of whatever is arising. And the fourth is exploring the Eightfold Path. I won't go into the Eightfold Path, but it's cultivating wholesome states of mind, and with a lot of discipline around that. And meditation is a really good start to be able to explore those different states, and explore what pleasant, unpleasant, and neutral feelings feel like within the body. And that's what we're going to do today in terms of the body scan. It's going to go for around 10 minutes or so, and I'm going to ring bells. The only thing that I recommend is if you sit on a chair and you sit upright on the chair, so your back's straight, or you could lie on the floor with your legs up. So when you're ready, just get into a comfortable meditation position. And with your eyes closed, just feel any pleasant sensations of just closing your eyes. And just slowly check into your body, check into your emotional tone. And just get a sense of how your body feels right now. You could feel full of energy, you might feel tired. But if you can, just really get into your body and feel your body, what that feels like. Not what your mind thinks it feels like, just the actual sensations within your body. And if you're feeling sad, or if you're feeling happy, just feel what that feels like. And if your mind's racing, just see if you can ground your energy down and feel the weight of your body on the floor or the cushion. Just see if you can feel like your whole of your body melting into the floor. And as you ground your energy down and relax a little bit further, just start to notice your face. Notice your hair, your brow. And just comb out any tension in your brow and in your eyes. And just start to notice, is your jaw clenched or is it loose? Just notice your throat. Does it feel soft or does it feel like a ball? Because we hold a lot of emotions in our throat. Sometimes when we're sad, it can be hard to swallow. Now just start to notice your shoulders and any tension around your shoulders. And if you have any tension around your shoulders, just see if you can smooth out or comb out any knots around your shoulder area. Now just feel your arms, your elbows, your hands. And is there any pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral feelings within your arms? I often feel pleasant sensations with my hands touching each other and resting on top of my legs. And if you don't feel much, that's absolutely fine. And if your mind has a lot to say about this exercise, like I can't do this is stupid, see if you can just observe your thoughts and not get entangled with them. Now we're going to focus on our stomach and the sensations within our stomach. Sometimes we can hold strong emotions in our stomach, like anxiety and butterflies. Or you could feel full after a nice meal. And at this point, just connect to your breath. Just be open and curious what your breath feels like. Just notice whether you breathe into your diaphragm or you breathe in to your chest. And just notice if your breath is quick or it's slow. And what's the temperature of the air coming into your mouth or your nose? This exercise, we're exploring our body. Now pay attention to your sitting bones on the chair or the cushion. And just see if you can relax those sitting bones and see if they melt into the floor. And as you imagine your body melting into the floor, just see if you can relax just a little bit more. And just notice your legs. Notice if they're clenched or if they're loose. They could be sore because you've done a lot of exercise. It's just paying attention to the different parts of your body with open awareness. Now notice your knees and your shins. Is there any pleasant or neutral sensations around your knees or your shins? And notice your feet. And whilst noticing your feet, you can wriggle your toes around and just notice if there's any little sensations within your toes, any tingling sensations. Now expand your awareness to the whole of your body. So you've got your thoughts, you've got your body, and you've got your heart-mind connection. And all the feelings within the body are either unpleasant, pleasant, or neutral. Now bring attention to your thoughts. Where do your thoughts arise from? Are they in front of you, behind you, beside you? Where do they come from? Just be curious where they are. Is it the same thought, or have they been different thoughts through the whole of this practice? Because what we're cultivating here is a demonstration that our thoughts change like the weather. But you don't have to engage in every thought that arises. You can stand back and observe. You don't have to get tangled up in them. So now we're just going to start to let go of the practice. Start to come back into the room. Just notice the weight of your body on the cushion or the chair. Notice the sounds inside the room, the sounds outside the room. And just notice the temperature of the room, the clothes on your skin, any tastes in your mouth. You could have had a coffee earlier and you can taste the last taste of coffee or tea. And just connect back to your breath with openness. And now just slowly open your eyes. And at this point, I always like to recommend to really feel the effects of this practice and really feel if there's anything changed from the beginning until now, because meditation is an accumulative effect, and it's effect that over time there's so many subtle little changes that your world will completely change, and your mind has the ability to completely change. So thank you very much for tuning into my channel, and I will see you next time. Have a lovely day.